All right, hey, thanks for joining us for another episode of Taste of Thirwood. Here at Thirwood Place, I'm Larry Lyford. I've got John Payne. We're in our Bistro today, and we rolled out a new Bistro menu a few weeks ago. And John, you're going to prepare a couple of the favorites that the residents like. What are you going to do?
Yes, Larry, there's three of them that are very popular all of a sudden. It's our beef chili.
Yeah.
They really like that a lot. The chicken pot pie has been very well received. And the Cape Cod Reuben.
Ooh, Cape Cod Reuben.
We used to do a regular Reuben, but we switched it over to a Cape Cod style Reuben. We're going to prepare all three of those today.
Awesome.
So we get started.
Let's get to it.
All righty. We're going to start with our chili first because this takes the longest.
Okay.
I'm going to start with a little 10% oil. You can use olive oil, whatever you would like.
Yep.
And in this pan, I'm going to saute up my peppers and onions.
Yep.
First, I'm going to get them soft, but not really brown. I just want to soften them up.
Okay. A little translucent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get those nice translucent. Once these get started, it moves right along. This is, smells good already.
Yeah.
So I use a very heavy bottom pot because we're going to let this simmer for a while. So
Okay.
we don't want to burn it.
Right.
If it's a regular small pot.
Yep.
We're also going to be doing a chicken pot pie, and while we're working on the chili, I'm going to start our stock, so that'll be ready when we want it.
Okay.
And here I have a homemade chicken stock with some sprig of fresh thyme,
Nice.
which we're going to simmer in there. We'll take the thyme out when we're ready to finish the product. Meanwhile, we'll get that started.
So your goal is maybe to reduce that a little bit?
No, it's
no?
it's right where we want it.
Good.
Just going to heat it up, and we're not going to thicken this
Okay.
as we go along with a cornstarch slurry. We're going to try to make this gluten-free
Okay.
for the most part.
Good.
So, our pan was preheated, so we're moving along nicely. The onions are starting to get translucent already. It smells really good.
Good.
Into this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic.
Okay. That's going to smell good.
Yes. This only goes for like 30 seconds to a minute. Keep it moving. We don't want to burn the garlic. It'll get a really strong, raw, like a
Toasty.
bitey taste.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Okay.
So next we're going to come into this with our spices. We have some chili powder, cumin, cayenne, and a little salt and pepper mix.
Okay.
And we're going to sprinkle that into there.
Yeah.
And we're kind of cook that. We're going to add a little bit more oil. We're a little dry. And I like to simmer that a little bit.
Before you add meat?
Yes, to
Yep.
get a little toasty on the,
Oh, nice.
on the cumin.
Yeah. I always add it at the end, which is probably not a good way to do it. This is a better way.
Next we're going to add our ground beef. We have a couple of pounds of ground beef here.
Okay.
Put that right in there. And now we're going to brown this up until there's no pink left.
Okay.
And the hamburger, the ground beef, will start to seep out and it'll keep the bottom from burning, but we just want to keep it moving until that happens.
Yep. Good. And if folks want the recipe, you'll be able to get it from our website after the show.
Correct.
For the amount of these spices.
And this is one of those things where if you wanted to add more cumin or more chili powder, some cayenne pepper, if you like it spicy, you can add that. You can put chili peppers in here. We keep it relatively on the medium side because our residents don't want it too spicy.
Yeah.
And I've tested it on everybody, and everybody seems to like it the way it comes out. So
Yeah, that's good.
we're going to stick with that. You can see now we had the spices were all on the bottom of the pan starting to brown up.
Yep.
And now they're incorporated nicely in with the meat. You want to just keep squishing up these pieces so we have nice, fine, not too many big chunks.
Yep.
Oh, it smells good.
Sure does.
Okay. Our chicken stock is almost to a simmer,
Okay.
so we're going to be moving right along, which is good. This is doing beautifully. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more.
Good. It smells heavenly in here.
Yeah. Well, now we have, we almost got all the pink gone. We'll just keep moving a little bit more.
Yep.
The ideal thing with this is once we get it all put together, let it simmer for a good hour
Yep.
on low heat. Let all those flavors
Stir occasionally.
And actually, it will be better tomorrow when we reheat it.
Yep.
You can see now, Larry, here we have most of the, nothing much bigger than a chunk like the size of a dime. So.
Yep.
Now we've got it all nicely done. We're going to come in with our tomato product.
Okay.
Here we have 2.5 cups of fire roasted tomatoes diced.
Ooh.
And 2.5 cups of tomato puree.
Okay.
I'm just going to add that right in like that. Now the hard part is done. Just stir that in nice like that.
Yep.
I'm going to turn my heat up to high so we can get this back to a simmer.
Okay.
Well, that looks heavenly.
It sure does.
Next I'm going to add in my red kidney beans.
Okay.
This is 2 14-ounce cans.
Okay.
And that's our chili. Now we're just going to let that simmer. And we'll have a show how we serve it at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Looks good.
Yep. So now our chicken broth is simmering. I'm going to remove the thyme sprig here.
Okay.
Gives a nice flavor to that stock. Now I'm going to thicken this with our cornstarch slurry. This is what's going to keep it gluten free.
Okay.
Now, if you wanted to do it old-fashioned way, you could start with a roux, flour and butter, and then add your stock to that and make it like a gravy.
Okay.
But we make this gluten free for some of our residents who request that.
Yeah.
And we finish it with a nice little cover of puff pastry.
Nice.
So if you wanted to remain gluten free, you have to go with without the cover.
Okay. Yeah, we do. We have a good percentage of folks who prefer gluten free.
So now I'm just going to whisk this into this simmering stock. Just slowly like that.
Yep. I'll stir this.
We're going to make this a little thicker than normal.
Okay.
Because we want it to hold all those vegetables nicely.
Yep, that thickens up pretty quick.
Yes. The thing about the cornstarch, when you get it where you want it, stop, it won't go any further than that. With a roux base, sometimes it just gets thicker and thicker as time goes on. You have to keep thinning it out. So this is just nice like that.
Yep.
Now what I've done here is, before we came out, I diced up my vegetables. I have carrots, peas, onions, and some potato.
Yep.
All steamed.
Okay.
So they're fully cooked.
Okay.
And we're just going to add them right into this, like that. And I also poached off some chicken breasts and cubed them up, and we're going to put that right in there, like so. And then, get that out of there. Come in and just incorporate all that together.
Yep.
And that's our chicken pot pie filling.
Looks good.
We'll let that heat up. And that's it. I mean, it's the hardest part was making the chicken stock,
Right.
which we roast off some bones,
Mm-hmm.
and I do a mirepoix, onions, carrots, celery.
Mm-hmm.
I burn an onion in the pan, and I add the bones, put in some water, some thyme, some herbs, and we just cook that stock for about an hour or two.
Okay.
Strain it out and reduce it down to the taste that we like.
Right. Chili looks good.
Chilies are going along very nicely.
Yep.
Get that down a little bit. Okay, the chicken pot pie we can remove because it'll stay hot.
Okay.
And now we're going to move on to our Cape Cod Reuben.
Cape Cod Reuben.
So this has been a favorite for everybody so far. And first I'll demonstrate how we make the fish so everybody can see. We bread our own fish.
Mm-hmm. And it's a piece of cod?
Haddock.
Haddock, yep.
So I have a piece of haddock here. And what we do is just a basic batter. So this is the clam fry mix that we buy.
Okay.
It's a standard, industry standard.
Mm-hmm.
And we flour the fish first in the batter. It's a light cornmeal style batter.
Yep.
And then we're just going to shake it all off so it's just powdered. Basically what we're doing is we're making it so the egg will stick to the batter.
Okay.
And we just dip that into an egg batter that we made. That comes out back into the flour mixture.
Okay.
And we're going to press that right onto it nicely so it adheres very well.
Good.
Like so. And so now we would just drop this in the fryer later and deep fry it.
Okay.
I don't have that ability out here, so by magic of kitchen land, I already have a nice piece of haddock here, already deep fried. And we'll just show how we put it together.
Okay. I'll stir the chili.
I can't wait to have some of that.
I know. That looks good.
So we do our sandwich on a marble rye,
Okay.
and we use a little clarified butter from the kitchen, and we're going to grill this like a grilled cheese sandwich. We use Swiss cheese.
Okay.
Slice on each like that. Russian dressing,
Uh-huh.
just like a regular Reuben.
Yeah.
We'll just squirt that right on there on both sides. Coleslaw on one side.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite sandwiches,
Yeah, mine too.
especially in the summertime. It's just so good. And our piece of fish. So this fish would come out of the fryer later, already cooked. You can see we have a nice piece of fried fish here.
Yep.
We'll lay that on there just like that. Now we'll just let that sandwich melt a little bit.
Okay.
Pay attention to our chili so we don't burn. It looks gorgeous.
Sure does. I got some plates ready here.
Turn that down now. So we just let that sandwich get nice and grilled. Ooh, it's hot. She's hot. And put that on top like that.
I'm going to pour us a little wine, Chef.
That would be great.
I've got
Meanwhile, I'm going to set up our service. So for the chili, that looks great.
nice and chunky.
Put that on there like that. This is a cheddar cheese blend, a white and yellow cheese. We spread that on top like that. We'll serve it with some tortilla chips.
Nice.
There you go.
Yep.
Everybody looking pretty. Okay, next is our chicken pot pie.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that came out good too.
Yep.
Lots of chicken. And we top this off with our puff pastry cap.
Okay. Yep.
Now, if you wanted it gluten-free, you'd have to order it without the top.
Okay.
And we set that on there like that.
Yep. Good.
A little more parsley. And finally, we have our sandwich ready. Pop that on the cutting board like so.
Nice.
I'll take that plate.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Serve that like that. And along with it will come with the serve with a little lemon, a side of tartar sauce because it's fried fish.
Yeah.
We are in New England.
That's great. These are 3 great lunch items, dinner items.
Exactly.
The bistro's open Friday and Saturday for lunch, and Wednesday through Saturday for dinner.
Bag of our Lay's potato chips.
Perfect. That's great.
There
This
you have
looks
it.
delicious,
3
Chef.
things that are very popular this
Yep.
year in our bistro.
Fantastic. Glass of wine for you, sir.
Certainly.
Cheers.
Well, cheers. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Yum.
All right.
All right, shall we dig in and try
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes. I'm going to try the chili. That looks pretty easy. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow. Okay.
I think I'll do the same. That looked so good.
That's delicious. Simple.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Simple but delicious.
Mm-hmm. Little pot pie.
Actually, here, Larry.
Mm.
You
Oh,
wanna
cool.
Try it.
Oh, thank you.
You have a spoon there.
Yeah,
This is hot. Be careful.
it is. The chicken stock is nice and light, you know. It's not like overly seasoned.
It's delicious. This way you can taste all the other vegetables that are in it, not just chicken. Very nice.
Great. Well, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Taste of Thirwood Place. Bon appetit. Please follow us on Facebook. Again, you can get this recipe on our dining section on the website, and you can also see other episodes too. Until next time, thanks very much.
Thank you all for coming and watch. Cheers, Larry.
Cheers.